Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Enter the Gungeon. We're gonna try some bullet action today. I've fucked up my robot run, but robot strikes me as a good character I need a little bit more understanding with to truly take to the next level, but we're not quite there yet. Instead, we're gonna be playing as Bullet. Starts with the Blasphemy, which is a fantastic sword. Also does ranged damage, which honestly, that's like over and above what I expect the sword to do. If I was buying a sword, and the sword salesman said to me, "You look like a shrewd young man, I think you do," I'd take off my hat and say, imagine that! Me working... Okay, we're not gonna just reference the hilarious 1960s protest song Signs. Anyway, instead, what we're going to do is denote that it would be surprising to me. I'd be like, how's the ranged ability on this sword? I would expect the sword salesman to say, well, it's a sword, so not very good unless you throw it. And then you find yourself, you know, in a Darth Vader Empire Strikes Back sort of situation. It can put you at a little bit of a competitive disadvantage, but the sword here is doing some great work for me, I gotta admit. I don't know why I keep reloading it. Keep in mind the sword also does break bullets. But I'm hoping to be like Neo in the Matrix. You telling me when I'm ready I'm gonna be able to break bullets? No, when... Oh god, this is how I always take damage, but I didn't this time. When you're ready, you won't have to. But I shouldn't be standing so close to these enemies. I make this mistake on the regular. I'm the lyrical gangster. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. Still love it like that. I also think that this is going to be a great character for us to have a good chance to flawless the 4th floor boss. I would love to flawless every boss. That's something that's still on my list of things to do for sure, but the 4th floor boss in particular is the one that we need. But instead, we keep getting to the 4th floor boss and 4th floor boss, and then either dying or coming very close to dying, which is a little embarrassing for someone who's got this many hours in Gungeon. We must have missed one path. Yeah, we want to at least check this out because the shop could be here. I do want to open both chests. Give us a chance to pick up a great gun or some passives. I don't really know what gun I would prefer to use against the 1st floor boss than I would the Blasphemy, but we'll find out, I suppose. Sling is pretty good, but I think the sword has better advantages and we can just get a key instead. We probably can't get both, at least not yet. So will we open the brown chest? Yeah, still can get some decent items from those. I know I was talking to Cobalt on the stream 2 days ago, and he's telling me that on the 1st floor he doesn't open anything. Ooh, the Vertebrae K-47 is fine. He tells me he doesn't open anything on the 1st floor, sometimes the first 2 floors. It seems to be working out well for him. He says the chest quality gets better the later you go. Lichy Trigger Finger seems awesome. He could be right. I could be crazy. But we're gonna find our own path for now and maybe pursue that that path later. Just looking for secret room possibilities. You know what? Let's just use our blanks on the boss if necessary. Alright, Lichy Trigger Finger, faster rate of fire. Don't think it's an outrageously faster rate of fire, but faster nonetheless. Just trying to take it slow here. The thing is, we move forward when we shoot our sword. Or when we swing our sword, for that matter. So I do want to avoid just spamming the shots, because over time, even if we're walking backwards, it's going to keep us closer to the boss than I'd like, I think. So I actually want to, you know, move back, and then also have the ability to keep pace at a distance perspective. So over here somewhere. Again, be careful, because you're going to move forward on every swing. So we just want to be diligent about making sure that we don't take damage, or even put ourselves in a position where taking damage is like a possibility. Easy. That was fun. I had a good time there. I may have seemed like I maintained the same monotone tone of voice the whole time. That's how my excitement manifests itself. We got some armor, which protects our sword as well, which I like. And Gungeon ants actually could be good as kind of like a... what am I trying to say here? Kind of like a prehistoric gun style situation. Let's try a blank. Nope. I actually kind of feel like it could be up here. Like straight up. Nope. It could be in any one of these roofs. I guess here is the most likely. Oh, check it out! Papa's got a brand new bag. The machine pistol, which is fine. We're basically just building a private stock here that we can use to eventually replace our blasphemy if we have to, but blasphemy is still... I mean, we can use that into the late game, I think, especially if we keep picking up things that give us faster rate of fire, more damage, etc., etc. Obviously, with 2 blanks left, I don't really care about those, but I'm stoked that we got some extra money that could be valuable, and I'm stoked that we got an extra gun, and one that is actually functional. I think I prefer the machine pistol to the MAC-10. I definitely prefer one to the other, but I can't remember which one, nor can I remember the lyrics to House of Jealous Lovers. You know, it's been a while, so otherwise that quote would be flying fast and furious here. Well, I remember some of the lyrics of House of Jealous Lovers, like when he goes, House of Jealous Lover! You know, that part is kind of stuck in my brain well enough. It's like one hand destroys the other. I can't remember. Anyway. Just keep yourself going fast and furious here. Doing some great work. Appreciate the blanks. You know what? I appreciate the ammo as well. We can use that. 3rd blank gives us a pretty good chance of being able to flawless the boss on this floor. Obviously, not all bosses on the 2nd floor are created equal. I think I'm getting to the point where I have like a 2/3 efficacy against the Beholster. Like, I can flawless that guy in my darkest moments. But the Ammoconda is still like a 1/4 proportion of flawlesses, which is subpar. I'd like to get that number up for sure. I think that's going to benefit us a lot to semi-consistently be able to kill him without getting hit ourselves and thus gain some more HP. You know, it's a ripple effect over the rest of the game for sure. Right now, though, this is going lovely. And I think we got to just go for it. Who we got? Who we got? Who we got? Who we got? Is the Medusi. I actually think that for this boss, I'm going to try using the... Vertebrae K-47. Just because it allows us to stand at range with a little bit more confidence. Like, I mean, we're already just tearing it up here. That's my ideal attack to reload during. This, I kind of am scared of sometimes, but if you stand in the sweet spot, normally you're going to be... Oh, I'm an idiot! Yeah, you hit me. Laugh it up. Laugh it up, lady. There was no reason for me to be hit there. I was so close to finishing the fight. Should have just popped a blank or rolled in the other direction, but... Life goes on, man. Life goes on. I am disappointed, though. We should have had a very easy flawless there. Plus, I lost the armor that was actually protecting me. Just checking. But that's fine. You know, life goes on. We didn't flawless the 2nd boss. We still got 4 HP, and we haven't... I mean, we're strong enough to leave this floor if we wanted to, but it would be a dumb decision. Much smarter for us to actually just finish the job. We got some HP in case we take a little too much damage. Almost feel like... Okay, that's unfortunate, but it was also a situation in which I maybe should have expected that damage to show up, but it's all good. Just come back, get the HP. This is I recognize it in myself. That I have these moments where I play really well, and then the bubble pops, and I never really put it back together again for the rest of the run. You know, as soon as I take damage, it's like I'm hobbling the rest of the time trying to, you know, put the run back together. It doesn't have to be like that. This should be some kind of shrine or special shop. Yeah. I mean, Patriot's pretty good. We could buy the C4, but I might rather just buy a key, honestly, or hopefully 2 keys. But I really need to... like, on a psychological level, get over that. And get to the point where it's like, you know, taking 1 or 2 hits on a floor doesn't mean that you have to suck for the rest of the run. There's a couple of, like, You know, I think it's, like, easy to get in this mindset of, like, if you're having, like, you know, you're on a slump, you got, like, a psychological block for why you're doing so poorly, it's easy to be like, so this is foreign to me, you know, I don't understand, you know, it's some mercurial cosmic force, but I don't believe this. I believe that, yeah, that was bad dodging, but I believe that there are habits you can get into that make that much less likely to take place, you know, doing the little things right, not standing right next to enemies when they spawn, because they could be grenades. That's one that, if it saves you a couple of damage per run, that's really meaningful, man. But I also get in my own head after taking like 2 damage, and all of a sudden I start talking about, you know, the cosmic perception of psychological and mental blocks, etc., etc. So I understand that maybe I'm actually falling victim to my own trap right now. We don't have to use the sword. It is possible that in using the sword, I'm actually making my life harder. And making it more likely that I'll take some damage. But we'll see. 2 keys. 2 keys. 1 key. And HP if necessary. Backpack. I can't remember. Does backpack let us carry a second? Does it let us carry a second item? Or does it not? I'm trying to think, it was like backpack or utility belt. I think backpack lets us take a second item, or it's more capacity in all guns. Neither of which is that meaningful for me. I just want to see something. Was it here? Or possibly here? Or possibly here? Or possibly here? Okay. Disregard. I actually have no idea where the secret room was. We get Icebreaker. It's not very good. It's not, at least it's not as good enough, or it's not good enough to be excited about. And similarly, I'm not actually going to go up and shoot that chest, just because it's far away. And the odds of us getting something we're excited about in there are pretty low. If I could offer like one little quality of life suggestion for future Gungeon updates, I'd like there to be a teleporter in the elevator room. Doesn't have to, you know, it's not a big deal. It's not like it's making the game a 2 out of 10 or anything like that to not have it. But you know, when you're doing that loop where you're looking for secret rooms, it would be helpful to just be able to go straight back to the elevator room once you've found it. I guess maybe they can't do it because if you had the map, oh, I shouldn't have picked up that key. If you had the map, you might be able to just teleport straight to it. I can't remember how the map works. I get there's a little bit of an elegance problem there, because then you want to be like, okay, well, if you have the map, you can teleport everywhere, but if you could probably, of course, program something in to be like, hey, don't let them go to the elevator room until they've done it, but that's an inelegant kind of like, you know, specific use case scenario that is a little annoying. I don't know. I will say if that functionality existed, again, from a quality of life standpoint, it would be improved. Just a minor thing. Do I want to use a key to get into our shop? Yes, because there are probably other rooms on the other side of that shop, or at least potentially other rooms on the side of that shop that we're missing out on by not being able to go to our shop at present. This extra HP is very valuable. But, I don't know. Do we prioritize it? Maybe, maybe not. And you picked a bad beachfront property there. Ooh, that was very close. That's a rock. You can't... Not Iraq, but you know what I mean. You can't move past that. Okay. Like, all I'm getting at is it more important for us to have the shop, or is it more important to us to open a chest? I sort of feel like most of the time the answer is a chest. Especially in this case where I accidentally picked... Well, accidentally on purpose picked up a key. And, well, let's try it. Can't guarantee that there will be one in our shop. So, I mean, I guess... Let's start with the Vertebrae AK-47, just because it's got probably our best damage output. Good blank. And it's not going to last very long at all. Lucky us. I know that we could use the blasphemy here. And probably should. I find myself gravitating towards those high damage items, though. The vertebrae... Oh, are you kidding me? Even with Lichy Trigger Finger, I wasn't ready for that shit? This is a Molotov launcher. That is not the icebreaker. This is the icebreaker. How's the icebreaker as a boss killer? In the first shot and the second shot are really just to slow it down. I don't know, man. I mean, I feel bad that I didn't flawless the boss, but at the same time, I was like half a second away, so I'm not gonna beat myself up too much over it. Yeah, that one is much worse. But we should save our blanks at this point because we've already been hit, so. I don't know if the machine pistol is the correct option, but it certainly has a lot of ammo, which is kind of what I'm thinking is use this for now, save the icebreaker. Maybe you can use that as a room clearer if you never get the blasphemy back up to full health, which we should because we have, you know, a heart available to us here. Certainly, I don't think this run is doomed at all. Admittedly, you'd really like to have some more HP at this point, but this is not the kiss of death necessarily. We're so early on. We're only halfway through. If you were only halfway through Hot Fuzz, you wouldn't understand what kind of movie it was yet on a full basis. I would love some more passives, though. So we have the Freeze Ray, which I actually think is pretty not good. We'll go back to the Blasphemy for our room clearer for now, and I'll just go get the... you know what? We're already at full HP. My bad. All right. Yeah, I really, really would like some passives. So with 2 keys, I think I'm going to prioritize both shops, or sorry, both chests, and then we'll worry about shops if we can get more keys, that is. But for now, I'd really like to pick up, like, nano machines. I know that's, like, my go-to, apparently, now, but that was so dumb. I always forget, or at least fail to internalize, that, oh, okay, that was even dumber, actually. But I failed to internalize that as you get later on in a run, don't use this yet, enemies have more HP. So like even enemies of the same caliber have more HP. So I go up to them expecting them to die in 2 hits and they don't, and I'm like, hey, what gives? I think we should open each room with a Molotov launcher and then perhaps launch into machine pistol. But this, oh, I thought that was gonna be a chest. Just keep them in the fire. Molotov launcher is basically like a lower ammo Gungeon ant that's a little less finicky to use. So I'm pretty for it, honestly. We are going to run out of machine pistol ammo pretty soon, though. I know we have 1 full heart remaining, but I don't really want 1 full heart. I want 2 full hearts, but it's sort of the doors are coming off the run right now, and this scares me a great deal. Knowing, you know, how things could go in the future for us. Please, pop up. There we go. And I didn't quite get the kill. There we go. 1 kill. Gonna be out of machine pistol ammo real soon. Got another key, though, so that is shop-worthy now. Kind of dislike how I've boxed myself in here. I don't know, what do you use now? Can't really use the icebreaker. Don't really want to use the vertebraker. Vertebrake 847, I should say. The freeze ray is kind of horrible for this situation, though. Do we really just Molotov and then, like, blasphemy? Strikes me as quite dangerous. Okay, so we'll definitely open this. We have 1 blank. It would be good to find the secret room. This is the map. Floor revealed. Can we teleport? No. So maybe there is no problem, and I was out of my head. I was out of my mind. How could I have ever been so blind? I was looking for a secret room. It was hard to find. Molotov blasphemy. If we can get back to full HP, it's not that bad, but... And actually, I think I'm definitely guilty of having thought that the Molotov launcher kind of sucked. But lately, I've been more into this idea of, you know, using weapons for multiple purposes. You know, not just this gun doesn't kill anything by itself, it's not good. Instead, being like, hey, this gun is a nice, like, accessory gun. We're adding, like, a new category to the camp. So shot grub is pretty bad, but may actually function as a room clearer in our present situation, which I think is valuable, because we really only have Molotov launcher, and using the blasphemy was not going to be good. So even though this is kind of like a pretty suboptimal room clearing gun, the fact that we can use it at range, and it imparts a status effect, I think is relatively useful. So, you know what? Woe be it for me to insult the shot grub in our present situation. Oh, there's our secret room. It's adjacent to this one. I got hit by my own poison. But at least we got back to full HP. And honestly, we are going to go to our shop. Although it's just our shop. So you know what? No, we're not going to go to our shop. We're going to save a key for the next floor. Because there might not be a key in our shop, and sure, we could buy something for 180 credits, but it's more valuable to keep access to chests on the next floor. Do we get the map on every floor, or do we really just get it on the floor that we were just on? It actually ended up being pretty valuable in getting us back to full HP, but that's, if it's not permanent, then somewhat less ideal. Yeah, it's only for one floor. Okay, well, I mean, we could just look at our mini-map and know that, I suppose. Smart guy. Remain. Okay, I sorta hate this. It's just like a hell of a start, you know? This ain't your daddy's darkness permeates the room situation here. Wonder if those guys will just keep respawning until the skeleton is dead. I guess if you break his laser, he just goes straight down. More enemies, huh? That's okay. I'm not salty. We do get a blue chest. It contains a decent actual addition to our kind of room clearing oeuvre right now. The mahogany is not necessarily great, but combined with a well-placed Molotov, can probably handle most of our room-based issues right now. And that's what I'm going to be relying on if we take damage and can no longer use the blasphemy properly, the way that I would like to. I'm trying not to be stingy with the Molotovs. You know, I know they're fairly low on ammo, or they're not doing poorly on ammo right now, but they don't have a ton of capacity in general, but you get a ton of efficiency. You know, if you use one per room, 80 rooms is a lot of Gungeon play. And even if you use 2 per room, honestly, 40 rooms is a decent amount of Gungeon play. Being able to destroy those is very valuable as well. And especially in a situation where you can land it like right in the center of a room, that's where you want to be. Ooh, that might be okay. But it could have been, you know what? Reload it. We can do better. That's the good stuff right there. Probably in the future we'll try to do that without lighting ourselves on fire. No promises, though. Okay, we got something we can be proud of now, something to build on. You know, I don't know if that's worth a Molotov. Let's not be ridiculous here. Get this reloaded. I'm actually amazed at how efficient... Yeah, nice Molotov there. I'm amazed at how efficient the Molotov launcher can be if you actually land it. So many times I've had this gun and been like, it sucks. Very short-sighted of me, actually. You know, you gotta turn that gaze of criticism inwards a lot of the time. Learn from our mistakes. I've really learned a lot from my mistakes. Excuse me. In Gungeon in particular, because I used a blank earlier, right? I didn't actually just let that burn to death. There's been a lot of guns that I have been like, this is shit, and then actually use it in like a different context and go, this isn't shit at all. This is actually like really, really good. I think the Molotov launcher may indeed be one of those. you'd still have to hit with it, which is a real sore spot with me personally. Because being required to aim is just a... Come on, what does this video game take me for? Like a Nobel Prize winner? I'm just trying to have a little fun here. Now you want me to aim my gun. Whoa! Ah, that is shitty. Okay. Honestly, we're only on the 4th floor. That was shittier. Let's use our shot grub temporarily. Like, we can always go back for more HP, but I don't mind this setup right now, and maybe being forced to use something different will make me appreciative. But we do have the mahogany, which I think is better long term at least. Man, fuck this. This doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel like this is how you should be fighting enemies at this point in the game. Come on, you gotta be close to dead. Can we at least... No, we probably could one-hit them if we really got up close and personal with the shot grub, and then also they got poisoned, but... Apart from that, no such luck. Come on. You get a hit with a big ball of poison, and yet you are not poison incarnate. What happened there? Nice. Okay. You got the Molotov launcher. You got the money. Let's go for it, man. What are we? We're going to be using the Vertebrae AK-47 anyway. 2 blanks. Fallen Priest. This isn't the boss you want to try to flawless most of the time. Just carve out a little piece of safety. Nice. We are in like full-on offense-defense mode here. I like it though. What? Where did this bullet come from? This supposed bullet? Well, no flawless on this run. Okay, that one. Feel a little silly about it. I moved in front of it with my actual locomotion. And I'm not talking about the come on, do this with me. There's some bullets bouncing off the walls there I'm quite displeased with. But I am happy to see that whenever Kate or I stream this game, when we fight the High Priest, the entire chat is like, fuck this dude! And they're not talking about me for once. They're talking about this jerkhole. But, I mean, even though we're not going to get the flawless, it's literally impossible for us right now. You can see how valuable it is just to have the blasphemy with us. Kind of want to, I think you want to aggressively go after the bullets. As long as you can guarantee, to some extent, your own safety. Okay, empty. We're gonna have to roll in just a second here. We're gonna go with the, like, mahogany. I don't know, dude. This is not, like, where we want to be right now. You don't even want to stand close to this guy. Wow, we threaded the needle there. This is fine. This is fine. I don't know, maybe you want to use the fucking freeze ray? It's going okay, I guess. The fact that the mahogany destroys bullets as well is nice defensively. Can't deny that, but I hate that this guy moves so much. I'd say all things considered, that fight went okay. Oh, we got shadow bullets? Bouncy bullets. Take the armor, take this. I don't think we've been to our shop on this floor, so let's leave the key. And we're not going to use the blasphemy. We'll use the Molotov, and honestly, maybe at this point, switch to the mahogany. Oh, okay, we found the secret room, but I lost my armor. I do at this point feel that maybe it gets a little bit of a bad rap, the mahogany, or not a good enough rap. Get a full red heart, which is awesome. We'll take that. We're going to leave this key because we still haven't found our shop yet, and the keys don't get taken, which I think is valuable. Okay. We do have some kind of gun game. This might be the Mon Cervantes. I always say Mon Cervantes. The Man Cervantes gun game. Either way, anytime we get a chance for a free item, I'm gonna take it. Now, what do we do with these 3 blanks? I guess we just use them to not get hit. What a novel concept. Ooh, another half red heart. We're starting to rebuild this. We have gotten to the Lich's bullet before. It is Man Cervantes. Okay, so we have to use the Clob. I accept your challenge. It is a bad gun. There's no question about that. I might be able to game the system here a little bit by rolling into enemies because of the fact that I have, you know, that special ability that allows you to roll into enemies and kill them. We're gonna find out if that's gonna work for us. Oh, good. This is Skelly. I hate being on ice in this room, which is, I think, working as intended. Now get over there! We gotta stop the Skelly! Oh, challenge complete. What do you got for me, dog? Oh, yes, of course. Talk to Man Cervantes. He has money and big iron, which I actually think is not going to be our room clearer, but is a nice, maybe primary boss killer. Like, it does a decent amount of damage. Obviously, have to peer into this one. What do we get? Deckard. I think this is, it's 2 bullets, but it's like 2 bullets high damage. It's a Blade Runner reference, if I remember correctly. Another chest. We can't open that right away, but we can now find our shop and then hopefully go back and get all those keys that I left behind. Reload. It's worth reloading here to get the Molotov off to the middle. Horrible damage. Remember, every little bit of damage we take here is not like a victimless crime. We definitely want to find ourselves using the blasphemy again. We're robbing ourselves when we take damage. I'll take it. Yeah, if you run into the fire, I think you're already done, mister. Not quite. You know what? We can't take contact damage, so we might as well just roll into those enemies to begin with. I wonder if there's, like, bosses you can cheese by not being able to take contact damage. Just roll into them over and over. We're probably never going to use the Gungeon ants because we have the Molotov launcher. Hopefully it's not a colossal mistake. And we're probably never going to use machine pistol because it's out of ammo, and it's not as good as our other pistols, so it is replied with a huntsman, which will curse us, but I'm going to take it anyway. And I think it's more than good enough to take. It's a blasphemy that still has range even if we've been bad. And as a result are not at full HP, so... I mean, I don't like it as much as I like the Fight Saber. But I like it enough. Terrible dodge, man. Just like way too preemptive there. Ghost, you got a real problem, buddy. Alright, finally we find our shop. The quad laser's really good. I'm gonna get the key. Do we really need ammo? We can take it for the vertebrae. Keep in mind, you know, the quad laser, I think I'm gonna take it. Even though I don't like buying guns most of the time. I'm also gonna buy ammo. But I think the thing with the quad laser right now is that it is really good against the dragon. In the sense that we can fire off as many shots as we want, and eventually they're gonna get there. I hope, at least. And maybe some phases of the Lich fight as well, but we are getting a little ahead of ourselves, to be honest with you. Alright, we got our keys. That only took like 10 seconds. And there's a little bit of HP back here. It's only gonna be a half heart, I think. But we should go back for it nonetheless. We're gonna roll Molotov launcher and mahogany. It's working out okay for now. Could roll Molotov launcher and Huntsman, actually. But then we wouldn't have the Huntsman for the boss. And I'd like to ease my cognitive load on the boss, which sounds dirty, but, you know, that says more about you than it does about me, I think. We do still have a chest we can open. This floor, all things considered, worked out okay, but man, I really wish we had more than 4 HP after fighting 4 bosses. Book of Chest Anatomy. Shooting chests gives you better rewards. It's a hard and fast principle in Gungeon. If you have keys, they're going to give you Book of Chest Anatomy. If you don't have keys, they won't. So I want to open chests instead of shooting them. The exception is if we feel like our loadout is good, we shoot chests, get a lot of HP out of them potentially, and maybe get enough HP to fight the Lich or something, or even the dragun in our floor here. But it's possible also that with Book of Chest Anatomy, maybe it becomes more profitable to actually just shoot a chest instead of using a key. Because it effectively saves you a key, and also maybe gives you a gun or passive item reward, but I'm not going to take a chance on that right now. Okay, the room is actually very close. Allowed us to get in there with relative safety. Oh, what did it... It's like we blew up the other part of the arm with the mahogany there. Yeah, dude, that's surprisingly sweet how easy that worked out for us there. This might complete our contract on those bullet sharks, but I don't think so. Easy room. And it's really like I got the Molotov. Such a bad roll there. I've got the Molotov launcher to thank for this right now. That's fine. Now we fight multiple waves of fairly, oh my god, fairly difficult enemies here, right? Ain't no joke, at least. Oh, come on now, come on now, come on now. 4 of these hammers is too many. It's called Thor's hammer, not 4 hammers. Oh my god! The enemies who shoot to miss you are the biggest fuck you in this whole game. My brain is programmed to deal with enemies that are trained to hit you, and then these enemies trained to miss you. While 4 other enemies are trying to hit you. It's like, it puts your brain through an undue amount of stress, man. But there's always the potentiality of a fairy in a jar or something like that. Well, let's put it this way. Get the blank. Get ammo for something. I don't know what, though. Maybe the Molotov launcher. If we're going to be using the, if we're going to be using maybe Vertebreaker on the boss, maybe we want to use Big Iron and Molotov to clear rooms. You might be saying it's not worth it on the Forge, but we have 1 HP left right now, so I would respectfully disagree. Sweet. Watch out for the fire, obviously, but you can get around it. The Big Iron is fairly ammo efficient. It does work at range. Do we want to spend 2 HP here? 2 keys, I should say. Maybe not. Do we want to spend 1 key and then shoot the chest hoping for HP? Possibly, but we can get a better value on that in other circumstances. Why risk it? He grabbed my Molotov and then blew himself up with it. And by blew himself up, of course, I mean just set himself on fire, but still. Now, when I said fairly ammo efficient, what I meant, of course, was if you hit, which I have not been doing a great job of so far. Saved a little ammo there, probably doing something I shouldn't have been doing, but the rolls worked. There you go. Just 1 Molotov per enemy. Even if you think they don't warrant it, gotta consider at this point, it's very valuable. You can take damage from any source. You know, the less bullets on the screen, better off we're gonna be. Good stuff. 94 bullets. We got a chest coming up. Honestly, on this floor, I think we just shoot the chests. Let's see if there's a secret room. This gave us an ammo drop, which is not what we need, but we'll take it for big iron. I actually feel like we'll go back down here, and we're going to shoot open this chest as well. Now, admittedly, chests can give you HP just by opening them. I don't feel like I can rely on that right now. Please don't blow up in my face. This gave us a regular shotgun. That's like the value proposition that we had to begin with. Although we only spent 1 key instead of 2 keys, I suppose, but... Okay, this run is headed to a 0 pretty quickly. Not a 0 out of 10, but also not my favorite run ever. But it hasn't been too bad. Half a heart. This is a start. Ammo. Surely we need ammo for something. Like, Molotov's not very far down at all. Freeze ray, not really. Maybe the mahogany is the most down, but still not that necessary. Just stay cool, you might stand a chance here. I think you definitely take both half hearts. We're now at an amount of HP where you look at this and you look at our amount of blanks going into the dragon fight at least, and you'd be like, maybe there's a chance. And I agree. There's certainly still a decent prospect of us beating the dragun. Not if we take damage like that, though. And if there's a chance of us beating the dragun, if everything goes unbelievably according to plan, we might have some, you know, ability to take out the Lich. But, of course, for right now, that does not look like it's going to be super likely. But let's do it, man. Let's sort it out. That's our job. Let's try to pull, you know, snatch victory from the hands of defeat here. I do feel like the last run went pretty poorly as well. Maybe, you know, some days you have off days, some days you got on days. Happens to me and Isaac too. What's our goal? Well, let's start out, have more on days than we used to have, and less off days than we used to have. Just light these enemies up. Oh no! There's a skelly head somewhere. But it's being buffed! You can't buff the skelly head. That's against the Geneva Convention, man. Oh, I probably should have been hit there. Sorry, just take care of the level, man. Skelly's burning. Okay, 49 ammo left in big iron. It's enough. Man, remember when we had 2.5 HP left? That got eroded pretty quickly. Almost feeling like we need to just have like a normal ass like pilot run or something. Carry myself through. That is not the drop I was looking for there. It's the shrine of... Oh, sure, let's do it. I don't think we use big iron anymore. Let's be cool here for a sec. A little close for comfort. That's the good stuff right there. Hunt complete. Okay, so we accomplished something on this run. Oh, this is bad. Blanket up. Oh my god, we found a secret room. Blanket again. We've done it? We have not done it. Don't make me do this. There could be a secret heart in that secret room. And a secret heart is just a heart that was secret to me until recently. In case you're wondering. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm gonna get you. One of these days, I'm gonna get you. Oh, come the fuck on. This is getting a little silly here. Jammed cultist. He's not killable. He's killable. Not a mimic. Not a mimic. Oh, the Colt 1851. There is a lot of HP in here, at least enough. Oh my god, we're almost going to be back at full HP. Maybe the Colt 1851 is the utility weapon we want to roll with our Molotov launcher. It's got a lot of ammo. It's a pistol. Pistols tend to be pretty okay, in my experience. Seems somewhat weak. Look at this guy. He's getting ready to blow, man. Pretty ammo inefficient, but decent enough DPS to be at least semi-excited about right now. Oh, okay, yeah, don't walk directly into the bullet if possible. Done. Oh, okay. What did we have on our last run that made this seem like a little easier? We had Super Space Turtle, I think, so there came a point where I was just like letting Super Space Turtle do most of the work and I was just blocking shots with my blasphemy, but obviously that's not gonna work forever. Not a dragon fight. This is like, it's very highly ammo inefficient. At first I thought it was ammo inefficient, now I realize this is like, it's bleeding ammo like crazy. Come on, spawn in the fire, please. Oh, I wish you would. I wish you would. Well, we have another chest coming up. I think at this point we open it. It's a heart of some sort. Pink Guan Stone increases our health, and then maybe that's it. It's just like an orbital that occasionally blocks shots. Health increase, sure. Not a bad thing. Obviously. Not a secret room. Okay, alright, we got 3.5 HP, 1 blank. I think we can calm down a little bit and be like, you know what? We got a shot against the dragon here. And there he is. So what are we going to use for this fight? I think you get the blasphemy ready, and then you honestly roll like quad laser shots. Blasphemy is like your utility defensive item. Quad laser is, you know, what you shoot in here to deal damage. Although it's not as much damage as I'd like. I'm going to revise this and suggest that maybe we roll with the vertebrae AK-47 instead. It at least makes me feel like I'm dealing more damage, even if that feeling is 100% artificial. And maybe we can quad laser the SMGs or something. I don't like doing that, but I do feel like it worked. Still 3 HP, no blanks. Probably should have been hit there in all honesty. It's the SMGs that are the real problem when they show up, but luckily we haven't seen those yet. You might be wondering why not just like use the Huntsman for this? I actually feel like I'd rather have a damage dealer and then, like the Huntsman's fine. I'd rather have a damage dealer and then a defensive item than use the Huntsman as like a little bit of a nerfed range item that also blocks bullets, but I might be underselling the value of the Huntsman, honestly. Okay, lucky me. Almost out of vertebrae AK-47 ammo. Out of vertebrae AK-47 ammo. Now we use our 9 big iron ammo. Take care of that before it becomes a problem. You know what? Let's go straight to the Deckard. That seemed pretty solid. Actually, that might be our... It should be like our consensus choice in the future here. This is the problem. 4 shots. 2 shots done. Oh, no. We're in hell. I put myself there. Okay, 18 shots left. We're almost there. Almost there. Nope, just go straight for the kill. No point in wasting our bullets on those things. Not a huge fan of what I'm seeing in front of me right now. Nope. Okay. Haha, let's do this. I don't know, man. What do we use against the actual boss? I don't want to use the Betrayer because I'm going to fuck it up. We're only going to have 6 Deckard shots. Let's give him a try at least. Thank you, Guanstone. Actually, surprisingly made my life a little easier there. The reload time's a little ridiculous. And now it's empty. Alright, shit, dude, I have no idea. The Huntsman. Oh! Hold up. I just want to, whenever possible, take a swing before doing the dodge roll. Oh, never mind, we're dead. I'm a little displeased with that run. As displeased as I can be with the dragon loss. Oh, lots of work still to be done to get the Gungeon competency, but for now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.